you kidding me?
That's really bullshit.
L-I-T-T-L-E-G-R-I-B. 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 L-I-T-T-L-E-G-R-I-B.
It's Midnight Show with Little Triv on WREW-FM.
This is, Diesel, if you don't mind me saying, I shit myself on the way down here in the bus.
Was everything a little behind Lammagin for you?
Folks, something that's happening that you will never understand is that as we talk into these microphones, they're about a half second behind, so I can hear my own damn voice saying the same thing about how I shit my pants on the bus on the way down here, and I can hear it. I can hear it echoing behind me.
It doesn't matter what you say at all, because it's just gonna be confusing no matter what, or it's getting so confused just talking. It's gonna be very fun to talk tonight.
Can we fix it, Diesel?
I don't know, Lammagin.
Well, anyway, there's poop in my underpants.
I'm gonna try one thing.
I wanted to say, Diesel, do you smell that? I've never heard you talk about feces and the way it smells in the studio.
Let me tell you that I don't have a sense of it.
Well, you certainly got a snout. You don't do much with it?
It's for sniveling.
So you snivel down on all the people you think of as lesser than you.
I've been to the doctor for my sniveling.
Oh, you got sleep apnea? Sleep sniveling?
We used to call it the snivels, but yes, it's sleep apnea.
Oh, that's all right. A lot of people have the snivels. But I just needed to ask you, you don't smell that? Whew, I'm off the hook. Folks, I don't keep a clean body. I just don't. I just don't see the need. I want to see you see the science about fast food and what it does to your body, to your health, but you never hear about how often a bath keeps you healthy. And that's why I don't keep a clean body, folks. I don't keep a clean body.
Speaking of, I always keep the bathtub. I always keep the bathtub half full with water.
Half full kind of guy.
It is dirty water, Lammagin, but I always have to keep water in the tub so I don't have to bend over when I want to slip into the tub. That's another thing I have to mention.
Why?
No, you're going to get a kick out of this. Every time I go into the tub, I fall in. It's always an accident, but I always splash and I fall, and I always almost get very hurt, Lammagin.
So you keep it half full so that the water catches you?
Yes.
What if you break your backbone?
My who?
Your backbone. Is that too big of a word for you? Your backbone.
No, you just know that, Lammagin, you said it yourself that I'm a
invertebrate? I guess I did say that at some point, but Diesel...
On a TV show, you say it in the news.
Yeah, but the TV show's the TV show, and every time I plop down on Porcelain, I bust my windpipe, I bust my ass, and my tailpipe. I can't breathe for 5 minutes. Every time I plop down on Porcelain, I am not in good shape, folks, and I do not keep a clean body. And part of the reason why is because I don't want to be in porcelain. I don't want that porcelain feel on my butt and my back. Did I say butt? I meant ass.
Folks, that's something I need to say. The TV show is fake. It's all fiction. I have a wife and kids.
I have a wife too, and a house.
Yes.
I don't work. I don't work a day in my life.
I still don't work. And I abandoned my family. But the TV show is all fake.
Yeah, I think people kind of pick up on that. There's no way they listen to the show and think that we do what the TV show people do. Folks, the TV show is called Little Lion's Den. It's a most gentlemanly place. You know what, Diesel? Let's not talk about this. I want to talk...
Not the time or place.
Not the time or place. I want to talk about something that I did when I was baby Lammagin. I used to set little fires. Nothing dangerous, just a little interesting, a little whimsical. I would set little fires and I would play with the ash. When it was over, I would play with the ash. Most kids made sand castles and mud pies. I was making ash pits. I was digging and digging and digging. One time I picked up a little piece of a jawbone. And I thought to myself, I dug too deep. I gotta stop playing with ash. And then I moved on to toys. And I started playing war. You ever play war with the kids when you were little? Cowboys and Indians?
Yes.
Well, that's the thing about being a child. It's just all violence. It's all killing. It's all... You pick the kid you want to kill. It's not just a game of chance playing war. It's, I want to kill that kid. And a lot of times it's about the way he acts, the way he looks, but usually it's the way you feel about somebody. It makes you want to kill him in a game of play, in a play world.
We used to play atomic bomb.
Run under the desk?
Yes, well, we would choose a group of kids that we wanted to be obliterated by an atomic bomb, and one of us would be the atomic bomb, and we would pretend like we had dropped a Hiroshima.
Big boy, little boy.
Yes.
That's what they call the bombs, big boy and little boy.
Well, we would do the big boy.
Okay. Well, that's funny you say that because, Diesel, I was thinking about if you were involved in the nuclear industry and what role you would play, and then I'll have you tell me in a moment, but I've always been the guy who would probably just push the button. I'd be like, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it, fine. Nobody wants to be the guy that pushes the button that ends millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, whatever lives. I'll say I'll do it. What would you do if you were involved in the nuclear industry?
Well, this is the more adventurous part of me would be I would be one of the guys riding the bomb into the battleground.
That's sexy. Well, when you said that, I thought of a woman in a flowing white dress riding the bomb, but not you. So that's why I said it was sexy.
Well, if it was up to me, I'd be a naked lady all the time.
Yes, that would be quite a treat for a feast for my eyes, sitting here across the studio looking at something other than somebody covered in welts and boils and all kinds of skin conditions and lumpy and sniveling noses and snouts and eyes going two different directions and sweat beads building up on your forehead and ratty bushy hair and big puffy coat that you haven't washed since the 80s, and I could just, instead of that, I could look at a beautiful woman, butt naked.
Folks, we're gonna move on very briefly. Take a listen to this.
This is one of my favorite songs. I play it for my wife before I give her final feeding of the evening.
Oh, folks, you can't see it, but we're watching a video of a bunch of people with shell shock shivering in the bed.
Oh yeah, Diesel, I didn't think of that. They can't see what we're watching.
Yes. Folks, that's all it is. It was just... I thought there'd be sound.
Well, what are they doing that makes them so shell-shocked?
That's the 5,000-yard stare.
Well, he widens his eyes because he's thinking about... What does that say?
Buried by shell, hysterical gait. The war makes you walk like that.
Is it just me or does Shell Shock look a whole lot like Charlie Chaplin? I think I know where that guy got the ideas.
There's a fine line between shell shock and just flat out comedy.
I love those Chaplin films. You just put you right to bed.
Lammagin, seeing what we're seeing, how does war make you do what they're doing?
Well, the guy just ran it towards the camera.
Like an idiot.
And he's feeding ducks. Well, this guy's dancing. I think they just shot too many guns.
Well, he's kind of bouncy. He looks like a happy guy.
Diesel, this is giving me the willies. Folks, I wish you could see what we're seeing. We'll have to send you the tape.
We'll send it in the mail.
Give us a call.
As soon as possible.
What's the number, Diesel?
216. Wait, folks, give us a call. We need to talk to real people, because that's why we come all the way out to the radio studio. What do you want to do, a news quiz?
Let's take a little break, then we'll do a news quiz. I want to take a little break to see if we can figure out why we're having these errors.
We'll be back. Still call. Hey, we're back from that beautiful break.
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed those messages.
Okay, I'll tell my fiancé I'm a murderer.
My fiancé actually would have loved that. My high school sweetie. Oh, sweetie, she would have loved that. But I could never. I don't know. Actually, I think I did kill. What's the story? What's my story? Did I kill?
I don't know quite what you've done. And Diesel, you've always been a little bit of a smart ass. And so I thought that today we would sort of test what you know about what's going on in the world today. And we're going to take a little news quiz. Folks, I know you're listening. You love the news. Everybody wants to know what's hot and happening. Everyone wants to know what Pelosi's doing. Everyone wants to know what's happening with new food and drink. And people want to know what's happening in entertainment. And Diesel claims to know it all. Sitting back at the poker table at the Jack Casino, he sits back like he knows it all, and he is quite the wise ass. And I just want to put him to test today and see just how wise he is. Oh, Diesel, does that sound like something you might be able to be tempted into trying?
It sounds like a test, but let me get the music going, and you have until the end of the song for me to win. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of like musical chairs, which I wasn't really trying to do, but...
Oh, are you too grown up for a musical chair?
Yeah, it's for kids.
It is a kid's game. Could you introduce it again, Lammagin?
So you're such a wise ass that I thought maybe we'd test what exactly you know about the news and the happenings of this week.
In a little segment we call...
News quiz.
Or there's someone calling. Let's give someone that's calling a
that
news
sounds
quiz.
a little bit better.
Let's give this person a news quiz.
Joe,
Oh, say it. Come
Can you say that again?
is this a talk show or a game show?
Well, I think you might have stumbled onto a game show portion of a talk show, little friend. And friend, what's your name?
That's not very relevant to the game, I don't think.
You've got quite the air of mystery about you. And
Does he want a prize, Lammagin?
you want a prize, huh? You want a prize? You want to know what it's like to win?
Yeah, never done that before.
You're sounding breathy. Running in place.
He's hungry.
I started smoking again.
Smoking what?
What have you got?
Smoke him if you got
anything for
Smoke
you.
him if you got him.
We have a question for you.
Get on with the quiz. He wants to
Okay,
answer.
sir, we've got a question for you. Are you...
You get one cigarette. If you get for every answer you get right, you get a cigarette, sir.
Are you ready?
Hand delivered by a strange man.
And
Is he short?
Short man.
if you knew
Coat?
if you know anything about what's happening in the world today, you will get this question right. Are you ready?
Yes.
President Biden said the military had discouraged Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Little Miss Death on Legs, from going on a foreign trip to which place? And here are your choices: Brazil or Ethiopia.
Oh, they definitely dissuaded her from going to Brazil because they liked their women hairy.
They liked what?
They liked the Pelosi hairy. The Pelosi.
Oh, you're talking
Harry
about
Potter.
the... He says hairy because of Brazilian wax. Could you describe that to us, caller? Because you and I are we know sex, and Little Diesel is more of a traditional, just
I go in and out.
guy. So could you...
The lights off.
Lights off, in and out, lights off, it's over. You got kids. Well, let's raise them. Could you tell them what Brazil means in regards to a woman's
Pubic hump.
It's like a deforestation of the rainforest.
on the pubic hump?
On the pubic lump.
Pubic
I
lump.
presume it's lumpy because of the... you get lumps from certain things.
And yeah, you can get cysts
Waxing will do that.
and benign cysts.
Or it's like you're trading hair for a pimple.
Would you, caller, I've got another, just a fun question. No points for this one, but would you trade 100 hairs on your head for 100 pimples in the same exact spot?
Well, maybe, because then I'll be like a party balloon and I can go to parties and pop my head on people.
You sounded like you're crying when you said that.
Have you ever been invited to a party?
No.
That's what I thought. It sounded like when you said the word party, your voice kind of
They
changed.
don't do stuff like that at parties, popping their heads on it. No, and Lammagin to go on to the next.
Bye.
Well, one more thing. Have you ever had a pimple? Damn it!
And
Well-
you made him cry.
He got the
That
question
was
wrong.
cute.
The answer was Taiwan.
Oh, that was a cute question. Cute answer, too.
Cute kid.
Cute kid. Call again.
Okay, Diesel, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
And there's no choices, you just have to know. Russia, you know them. They're being quite rambunctious lately.
They're doing well.
Russia announced this week
They're impressing us all, the whole world.
that it was pulling out of what international scientific experiment?
Out testing people, like doing injury tests on people, pain tests,
Be more specific. What's a pain test?
stretching them as far as they can go.
Be a little more specific. Where would they do this?
Over the ocean.
Think a little higher. Technically, it's over the ocean.
On top of a blimp.
A little higher.
Or inside of a cloud.
A little higher. Testing injuries inside of a cloud, Diesel?
I don't know where to get much higher than a cloud. I guess, the stars.
Bingo. You know your stuff. You are a wise ass. The International Space Station.
Well, I'm surprised to hear they're doing that.
Yeah,
To be honest.
not anymore. They're done.
Oh, to be frank, I'm sorry, to be frank.
Well, they're not anymore. They're done. You know your stuff. Which virus did the WHO declared last weekend to be a public health emergency of international concern. The who? What disease? Zika, measles, Ebola, or monkeypox? I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. It's monkeypox. We talk about it all the time.
Well, no, it's a trick. You told me to know it. I just have to guess it. So I'm going to say gout.
You do know my tricks, and so you were absolutely correct. It's gout. They're really worried about gout. Folks, if you want a question asked to you that's full of fun and whimsy, 216-368-2208. We've got so many questions to ask that you will love to answer. And I was just wondering, that fella never stuck around to collect his cigarettes, so now I'm sitting here smoking, and I haven't coughed once.
Oh, Lammagin, I have to ask. I want to do a quiz for you about the military.
I'd like that.
You just give me one moment. Can you talk to our audience about our radio show?
Folks, we do this every week at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, when you can listen on 91.1 FM if you're in the Cleveland area, or you can go to wruw.org and listen to it. Oh, you could go to our Podbean.
Lammagin,
What?
did you want the music in the background for your quiz?
Yeah, it helps me think.
Okay, Lammagin. Operation Desert Storm. Well, first of all, you ready?
Yes, please.
Did you study?
I was there.
Operation Desert Storm was part of which war? American Civil War? Or War of 1812?
Well, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to trick me, because no one ever talks about this one. And to be completely honest with you, it absolutely has to be the War of 1812. It's the war no one talks about. It was awesome. It was in between the Civil War, and people act like nothing ever happened, but it was the War of 1812, Diesel.
Folks, I'm not going to tell him if he's right or wrong. Oh, this commercial's disgusting.
Do you have any veteran quizzes?
Let me keep asking.
Well, what's it like to be a veteran quiz?
Desert Storm happened in response to which event? The Holocaust, the Munich Massacre, or Iraq's invasion of Kuwait?
Well, I want to ask you, what do you think was worse? I wouldn't go to war with any of those things except for one, the Holocaust. I would go to the war with the Holocaust right now.
We have a caller.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
My name's Vinny.
Dinny?
Vinny.
D-I-N-I?
Vinny, yeah.
Oh, that's
Or like
interesting.
the restaurant.
Like the pizza place.
Okay. You like milk?
I'll have 2 extra cheeses.
Oh, 2 cheeses.
I'm a dairy guy.
So do you want to answer a question or what?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Diesel, I like yours better. Let's really test this guy's brains and brawn.
His wit.
His wit.
Okay, sir. Denny, are you ready?
I'm ready for the question.
Operation Desert Storm
You already asked that.
was preceded by which other major operation? Operation Desert Shield, Operation Purple Turtle, or Operation Velvet Elvis, or Operation Fat Elvis?
I'm going to say Fat Elvis.
Do you want another question?
Yeah, I think so.
You got moxie. You're smart.
Oh, this one.
Ooh, thank you.
This one's cute. I'm not not going to read that one. How many nations eventually joined military that made up Desert Storm? 2? 32?
2.
Or 412? Thank you. We have another caller. Let me answer him. You stay on the line, sir.
Okay.
You're on the air, WRUW and all that.
Is Denny still there?
He is. Were you trying to reach him? Is this his mom?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Denny, your mom's on the phone. She's trying to look for you. Come on, man.
Mom.
Hey, Denny, fuck you.
Oh, damn.
You don't. Do you need somewhere to stay tonight?
I mean, my mom's she's like pretty far from me, so I haven't talked to her in like a week. But
You ran away?
yeah, I've been on the run.
Sir?
You sound so young. You sound like maybe 4 or 5.
I'm 42.
Oh.
Sir? Iraq was a major ally of Russia. How did Russia respond to the coalition buildup? Did it launch nuclear missiles at Hawaii? Did it give Iraq 100,000 soldiers? Or did it not block American planes?
What was the last one?
Or did it not block American planes?
I'm gonna say it launched the nuclear missiles at Hawaii.
Oh my...
So that's why there's no more Hawaii. I went there and I could tell that I was in Florida.
That's why
I went there and I knew it wasn't Hawaii. It was Florida. It felt like Florida.
I thought that's how they have volcanoes, was from Pearl Harbor.
No? Oh, yeah, because all the bombs went in the middle of the mountains and made holes in the mountains. And, yeah.
And they never stopped shooting the explosions.
Well, I just thought Hawaii was gone, and when you go there, it's a trick. And it's because they shot... What?
He's gone.
He was rude.
You see the commercial, Lammagin?
Yes.
We should probably
Sickening.
talk about that.
Well, you tell me what you see, because I can only see some shiny... young children could suffer temporary neurological effects from 4.5 pounds of potatoes. Folks don't eat... to be safe, they're green or have a sprout.
A disgusting sprout.
Throw them... folks, if you've got a
so-
potato with a sprout, don't eat it, or it'll turn your brain to jelly.
You'll completely destroy your thought.
I love this quiz format. We're really learning about each other's brain sizes.
It's kind of like mental terrorism if you eat one of those potatoes with the sprouts. Lammagin, what did the coalition do after liberating Kuwait in just 4 days? I can't believe these answers.
Did they have a fiesta in the streets?
Let me read the options. They threw a wild party to celebrate. They invaded Iraq, or they got lost and ended up in Jordan.
Lost.
I love this.
I love that.
Takes it like a joke.
I love that idea.
Didn't I love the joke answers? As Iraqi forces retreated from Kuwait, what did they do? They stole many sheep. They destroyed every Kuwaiti city, or they set oil wells on fire.
Destroyed every city.
Why did Iraq launch Scud missiles at Israel during the war? Just for fun? Hussein was insane. Or in hopes of drawing other Arab nations into the conflict?
Hussein was insane.
Yes. Yes, there's no correct answers, Lammagin, so thank you for just answering them. Did you know you can lose weight from just drinking hot cocoa, folks? If you drink 6 cups of hot cocoa a day, and you only eat and drink that, you could start to lose weight. I've seen my obese body shrink.
I gained 40 pounds from cocoa. I went on a cocoa spree and...
Are you using water or milk?
I use milk and melted
stop.
candy bars.
That's why you're not losing weight. You're supposed to use buttermilk.
Oh. Diesel. Diesel?
Yes.
Buttermilk?
Yes.
What is buttermilk?
Buttermilk is the first thing that comes out of a cow's nipple. Give us a call. We're taking calls. We have so many questions to ask about the Desert Storm. It's so funny. Even people who write the quizzes think it's a joke. I was there. I was there to see it. Oh, you could talk to this guy.
Oh, gee, good evening. Who are we speaking with? Oh, is this a monkey? Diesel, it's a monkey. I have so many questions for you, sir. You've got some explaining to do. Did you do this? Did you do this?
Is it a spider monkey?
That sounds like a spider monkey.
I'm not good with the breeds.
I heard human. What? What? I heard a human. What?
It's his owner.
Monkey, honey, could you put your owner on the line? We need to ask him some questions. Monkey, honey? You know damn well when I'm speaking to you. Monkey, honey? Put your owner on the phone. Let go, monkey. Put your owner on the phone. And he's spitting at me, throwing poop at me through the phone. Diesel? I don't have to deal with this. Monkey, honey? Can I speak to your owner? Monkey, honey? Can I speak to your owner?
Welcome return of the Terry Shivio crystal. Crystal destroyed. Terry Shivio is 400 feet.
I didn't like that, Diesel. Folks, we got nothing tonight.
We came empty-handed.
Sometimes we think we could show up and just make something happen, but not tonight. Not tonight.
Well, we'll keep trying.
Yeah, we can keep trying. We'll take calls. No more animals. If you're calling, you're an animal. I'm going to give you a harsh word and hang up.
Return of the Terry Shivo crystal. Crystal destroyed. Terry Shivo is 400 feet tall. To control your electrical grid. Robotic infant. Killer virus. Pill virus. Pill virus. Pussy and penis virus. To control your electrical grid. Pussy and penis. Pussy and penis.
There's someone's calling and everything.
Oh, I'm delighted. Diesel, why don't you speak to him first? You can do the hellos.
Hello, you're welcome on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. I think I talked to you at the bar last night, or were you up there?
Pussy.
Yeah, I was eating the pretzels.
That was you. Okay. Did you make it home okay, see?
Terry Shivo.
Yeah, I walked.
You walked, that's always safe.
Now.
You crawled?
Penis.
No, I walked. I got some chips.
That's
Pussy and penis.
Oh, sorry.
How do you guys get to the radio station? Do you walk? Do you drive? Do you take the bus?
Oh, I wander.
I usually walk because I don't have any more transportation. It's really not that interesting. I just don't have a way to get anywhere. But I took the bus today and I shit my pants on the way down. Did you hear that I shit my pants?
He can't smell.
He can't. Yeah, you've been listening.
He's got the sniffles.
The sniffles?
Pussy.
I wander my way into the studio. It's nothing quite interesting, but I do wander.
Pussy and...
How long's it been since you guys been hitchhiking?
Oh, it's gotta have been. It's gotta be.
Did you say last week?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta have been 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
Hitchhiking.
What's some good hitchhiking routes for Cleveland?
Robotic infant.
Well, all I'll say is stick to one side, east side or west side. Once you cross over, that's when you end up being put into some compromising situations. If you get what I'm saying, and never crawl into somebody's car. Never crawl into somebody's car.
It's because the east side and west side.
What about their boat?
The east side and west side is divided by a bridge, and it's one of the most dangerous bridges you could ever imagine. The mayor of Cleveland, his son, got shot off the bridge by a bazooka, an old-fashioned bazooka.
Nice.
And that could be you too.
Killer virus.
The old mayor Frank Jackson, he's got
the bridge in a cannon.
Pussy.
Yeah, the old mayor Frank Jackson's kids were actually his grandkids were bad guys.
And we've actually been wanting to talk about that. Thank you for giving me the idea. Next week is going to be all about Frank Jackson's kids.
Crystal.
Diesel, you grimaced when I said compromising situations while hitchhiking. Can you? Why?
Well, because I've been kidnapped over 10 times.
Oh.
Huh.
Even when I wasn't a kid. Mostly when I wasn't a kid, but when I was a kid and got kidnapped, it was just about as bad as you could ever imagine in a nightmare about getting kidnapped when you're a kid. I felt the whole thing. I was completely awake.
Yeah, when you're a kid, they lie to you, and they lie to you into that. But when you're an adult, they just put the bag over your head. There's no fun about it.
Well, they hurt you when you're a kid. It's usually just a crazy old lady that loves kids. So when I was a kid and I got kidnapped, it was always just some crazy old lady. I was just jealous about it.
You guys ever watch TV?
No.
Tell me more.
I don't know. It's just weird. I went over to my friend's house and she's got a TV.
Color.
But it's not cable anymore.
It sounds like she was a little bit more than a friend.
I am completely craving sex.
I'm craving potato chips. I'm eating some in a hammock right now.
Are there sprouts coming out of them?
No, they taste kind of funny though. It's Old Bay flavor seasoning. It's the stuff that they put on like crabs or whatever. But it's on chippies now.
Don't eat the potatoes with the sprouts on them. We had just found out that it can make your brain very, very sad. We're gonna have to let you go. We have another caller coming in. Let me just see if he is. Of course not. He hung up as soon as I clicked it. Folks, sometimes when two people are on the phone, I accidentally hang up on both.
And then the one is going to say something that's going to save the show while the other one is talking about his chips.
Yeah, it's okay. We're very interested.
The unwelcome return of the Terry Schiavo crystal. Crystal destroyed. Terry Schiavo is 400 feet tall. To control your electrical grid. Robotic infant. Killer virus. Pill virus. Pill virus. Pussy and penis virus. To control your electrical grid. pussy and penis, pussy and penis.
What is that exactly, Lammagin?
I'm about to say. I really shouldn't say. It's really not a right to say.
Is it true what you said about hitchhiking?
No. Diesel, I get car sick. I've never been in a vehicle.
Every time I do hitchhike, I know that they think that the worst is gonna happen to them. So sometimes I do get pretty mean.
Have you ever picked up a hitchhiker while you're just walking by?
Strapped in, kind of linked arms with them like a do-si-do.
Yeah, and you just walk them down.
Of course. And it's like Sadie Hawkins' dance.
Little Diesel and Landon Lammagin are broadcasting from the chamber of Chase Cheston Generosity. Please call 2,163,682,208 before we walk out of the silly little door.
Was that easy to understand? The computer that we have here is kind of a mind freak. Lammagin, you could say the real word if you want to.
Or, mind fuck. Mind fuck.
Yes. Let's try this again.
Diesel.
Please call 21636822208 before we walk out of the silly little door.
Diesel?
Yes.
What's an alternative to growing old?
I don't know.
And what's the difference between a pope and a Native American headdress, wearing a big headdress, chief, American chief?
It's shape.
Man, there you go, folks.
Oh, thank you so much, folks, for joining us. It was just another night.
It's just not our night.
Could it be your night later? Folks, tonight, we're leaving for the night.
When I wake up, I'll be thinking about this show all day.
Bye, I love you.
Bye, I love you.